Hey everyone, it's Jessica Michaels here with another Technique Tuesday video for A Cherry on Top Crafts. I have my summer fun mini album that I'm working on here for our recent beach trip that we just went on. And I have just cut a piece of thick cardstock down to 6 inches by 8 inches to work in that 6 by 8 mini album. And I'm pulling out a stencil by Echo Park that has these waves on it, and I'm just going to tape off what I don't want to get my texture paste on because I just wanted to make a bottom mixed media section at the very bottom here underneath my photo. So I prepped my paper with some gesso and let that dry. I did use clear gesso on this first, and then while my stenciling is drying, I just used some of the texture paste that's the opaque matte finish by Ranger. And while that's drying, I'm just running a die from my stash through here a couple times just to get a nice border strip for each side of my paper from the striped paper from the 6x8 paper pad in the Summer Fun collection by Doodlebug. This is a brand new collection that is in the shop now. It's got all the bits and bobs in there in the shop, and I got most of it except for the 12x12 papers because I have so many summer collections and so many papers. I just got the smaller paper pad because I knew I was going to be working in this album. And then our technique this month to focus on is mixed media, which is right up my alley. And I absolutely love mixed media. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm just creating like a color wash here in an ombre kind of pattern. I'm using some distress oxides in peacock feathers is the top one, the one that I used first, then evergreen bough and broken china. And then as you can see here, I'm just working on my glass mat in the various colors and just doing a nice little color wash on there. And that's what I love about the gesso being on there. You can just blend these colors together seamlessly. And I just love the way that this just looks like watercolor and it just comes out so pretty. I do like to create some speckles and splatters and just create kind of a marbling effect. I was looking to get some small splatters on here, but I had too much water on my brush. It wasn't working out for me. They kept spreading out. I'm used to using different medias, like my other mixed media supplies. I haven't played around with my distress oxides much lately, so I'm kind of like out of touch with these, and I do love them and I love to use them, but I'm so used to my other supplies that I couldn't quite get the small splatters that I was looking for. But you know what, in the end I do love how it comes out. So I'm just going to continue building this little spread, and I added a little title from one of the ephemera bits in this collection, and I'm actually just building a title. I'm gonna make it say Hello Paradise, and I just love that because the beach is one of my favorite places and my kids really like the beach as well. So that is our paradise for us. I mean, we're from Pennsylvania, so we did we actually went up north this past time, and my kids have not seen the ocean yet because they are just really brave, and that scares me. So we actually chose to just go up north to New York to Lake Ontario, and it was absolutely amazing. And I literally would go back there every year if I could. I would go back again right now if I could. Because we just loved it so much. I've got some more little bits and pieces here that I'm working with from this collection. I'm just going to pop a couple of these up with some foam tape, foam squares, and I think this one I used a shaker strip on, but you can see that mixed media is pretty dry at this point, and I just love how it turns out with all of those colors. And you can see that texture paste under there, because it is a matte texture paste, it will take the color, but you can still see exactly where it was. So it's really on there just to take the color and to create that beautiful stenciled design. So I just love doing that. It's one of my favorite techniques to do when I'm doing mixed media, and I just always love the outcome no matter what I'm using. This little sticker here, I didn't want to cover up too much of my photo. I felt like if I covered up my belly, it would be looking like I covered up my belly on purpose, and I didn't want to do that. So I just cut the sticker in half and I just used it like that and just layered it up. I've got that adorable little jellyfish. I have been dying to use it since I saw this collection coming out in the Cherry on Top shop, and I just love the cute little jellyfish. So I was so excited to get to use it on this spread. Now, it wouldn't be a full spread unless I brought in the other page beside this one. So I'm going to go ahead and add some white splatters to this mixed media, and then that's pretty much going to finish off this side, and then I'll bring in my other ones here. This is going to be a pocket page on this side. The left one's a full page on my 6x8 album, and I'm using a snap album binder by Simple Stories, and then I have a 4x6 pocket page here. It has two 4x6 slots in it. The bottom one's just going to be my full-size 4x6 photo that I laid out rocks on the beach. This beach had just the most amazing colorful rocks. They were almost reddish and just multicolored, and it was just so beautiful. So I grabbed a bunch of smaller ones and spelled out our name and put the year, and I just love that photo. So I'm gonna just leave that one, and I'm not going to add anything at all to it because I absolutely love it. And then my top one there, I did mat with one of the pattern papers in the small paper pad again. And it is already a collage photo that I printed on my Canon selfie printer, so I didn't really have to do anything with it. I just kind of enhanced it and put a couple of the puffy stickers and some other little flat ones on there. And then here's just an epoxy flare from Scrap and Happy Studio to finish it off, and I like to just glue down the tails exactly where I want it to go. So super simple mixed media today. I hope you guys have caught the other mixed media videos on A Cherry on Top for this month, because they are all amazing. So if you want to grab anything from the shop that I've used today, I will be sure to link everything down below in the description for you. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.